welcome to another vlog. So today it's going to be extremely exciting because
that's a good coffee. That'll put hairs on my chest. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good morning.
that's Mum's appearance in the vlog today.
Oh my goodness.
So we are going cross country schooling with David Dole.
Yay!
Who is a big, if you don't already know, which you should do, is a big 5-star eventer at the moment. I went to badminton 2022 with him at back Sables.
And possibly the nicest bloke you'll ever meet, as well as just an extraordinary rider.
We kind of friends with him, I guess, which is super cool, and he's currently giving me a training session today at Lark Hill,
which officially makes you one of the luckiest people in the universe.
Yeah. It's actually a pros day today, but I'm going as his working pupil or something, so that's quite cool. And another little addition, the BBC are filming us to be on South Today News.
How was your backing vocals there?
BBC,
Oh my God, this coffee's good. BBC, you're going to be on the BBC. Actually, you're going to be on the BBC tonight, which is pretty speedy editing.
So I don't actually think you guys are going to be able to see this vlog before the news has been up, but we are going to use footage from the news and what they put up of me, so you'll get to see it basically no matter what, even if you don't get to watch it tonight. So that's how exciting it is. We're currently heading off to see Flo.
And it has been raining and raining, and more, it's still raining now. It rained a lot last night. It's not forecast to be raining all the way through the day, but the ground is already saturated.
Yeah.
So we may have to pick and choose.
And also Lark Hill gets quite heavy, and I think there was cross country schooling there yesterday, so it's already going to be quite turned up.
We'll have to find our studs. Remind me to bring the little adjustable spanner to tighten up your studs, pick the studs.
Great. We're in the lorry now. Flo's all ready. We've got her tack in, and it's clean because we cleaned it last night. And yeah, I'm really nervous, so I'm going to eat some rescue remedy. I don't really know why I am actually nervous though, because I didn't get nervous yesterday or arena eventing. So, and yesterday I went to a combined training and a clear round.
Because
so
you're going to meet one of your idols. Well, not meet, but you know. Look at their sunglasses.
Yeah, sorry, but it's really sunny at the moment. I'm blinding myself. Ugh. We've arrived at Lark Hill and everybody here, so it's pros day, so all of the professionals are here and all of the big lorries are here. I don't think Zora's intimidated though. They were like, how many horses do you have? And we were like, 1, and they were like, oh, you'll be fine, just park next to Will. And we were just like, oh, who's Will? Everybody else is got it. Don't slam it down.
Don't slam it down. Watch your toes. This is how you do it in style. Go and put a coat on your feet.
So we've just met David and we're pro spotting. We've seen quite a few very cool people at the moment, and the BBC are coming soon. We've got 40-30 minutes, and then David's going to be on one of his horses, and then
your mother's going to be running like an international athlete. And the good news is I don't have to fight with any studs because the grounds are cutting in properly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and find a Flo.
Yeah. Ops on the pros day, Mum.
Ops? Opinions? Come on, remember I'm over the age of 95. Ops? For me that means an operation. I find the operation very amusing so far. And actually it's great.
You look like Ursula from
Ursula? No, that's too modern as well.
So, here's Flo. Flo!
Busy eating. Hello, my girl.
Look at her. I'm on the film cruise here. Flo's being a model now. And I've got a GoPro on my head for the first time ever. So that's quite cool. We're just about to head down. I think we can get a lift. So at the moment the mum had just arrived. We'd basically just warmed up. And we'd headed over to the Lark Hill drop. Lark Hill's such a lovely venue. It runs a British venting event during the summer, and it's just lovely. I'm just figuring out my route to go down this drop. The BBC are filming me. You might have seen Jo Kent, who is the Southwest reporter, and she's brought her cameraman, which was super cool. And I'll show you the little piece they put in of me and my interview. But currently, I was just enjoying myself so much. It was lovely. And again, down the drop, I was focusing on my straightness at this point because I like to drift to the right. If I could pinpoint one thing that I definitely learnt in this lesson, it would be get straight, especially in things like combinations. At this moment, I was just figuring out my route and which jump I'm going to do next. But really, I do drift to the right quite a bit, especially on cross country, I would say. But anyway, so this is the first jump you guys will see, and it was on a little bit of an angle because we didn't want to jump part B this time. But I had fully warmed up beforehand, jumping quite a few of the 100 fences, and as you are going to see next, I think in this little clip, I'm going to pop up over the 100 step and to a little part B, which is great. That'll be in their BE course later on. By later on, I mean in the event season. That time, my body got a bit floppy, so I was trying to keep upright this time, and she pops it brilliantly. Last time over this combination, and she popped it beautifully. Moving on to what I was call not my finest moment of jumping. Look at that wiggle. I was supposed to be straight. So obviously I came to that one again, finding my cross-country canter, getting a bit too close to the fence. Remember to stay astride, but then again, only practice sessions. So you can't actually really see this as it's zoomed out a little, but that was a lot better. Once we'd finished going up and down that little step, we moved onto the water. This was a very cool experience. Going through the Lark Hill water bit with David Dole, a huge 5-star eventer, on one of his baby horses was just like incredible. What? It's like a dream come true. He really is one of my idols. And the one I always look out for at big events. As I said earlier, he took me to badminton back stable in 2022, which was really cool. Anyway, moving on to what I'm doing at the moment. I just trotted through the water. It was really nice at the first bit of the season, despite the floods, and practicing going through water phases out on hacks recently. It was quite nice to take the water a bit steady, because I always get splashed for some reason, because I mean, of course we all do, but Flo finds it very funny to absolutely soak me through water combinations. I have to clear my eyes. There's always water in my eyes dribbling down my face. That was quite a nice little pop. Now we move back onto jumping, a little trip in the water for the first time, but that's fine. And loving that fence. I really liked that fence because I saw the stride. It was just like she locked on and it was great. And there's the cameraman filming me. I mean, it was a super cool experience. Whoa! Now we are linking the 100 part A to the 90 part B. I did in the end link the 200 combinations, but Mum didn't get that on video unfortunately, so that's fine. But I did get me just popping part B on its own, which was really nice. Next we move on to this little bit of the Lark Hill tracks with some arrowheads. We only focused on the 90s because it was a bit boggy in the hundreds. These arrowheads really help me focus on my straightness, and Flo definitely does drift me as a rider to the right as well. It's not just me, guys. She took a long one here. I actually think this is the most I've ever learnt in a lesson. I had a lesson with David when I was really little, back on Charlie, and that was really beneficial to my riding and got me where I am today. But this was a really epic lesson and I learnt so much. Mum's kind of got me to my riding ability at the moment. Sorry, that's Margot in the background. But this is really going to help during the event season. Then we went for a canter to end the session, which was filmed by the BBC. You can see the cameraman in the middle getting all those sneaky shots. And here is the piece they put together.
Look between the flags.
Natasha and Flo are a winning team. Their first season in eventing was a stellar one, culminating in a dream ticket to badminton grassroots.
We went clear, we're coming 13th, so I'm qualified. What? Qualifying for grassroots was just our end goal, but it was never going to happen, except it did. So it was just a dream come true, really.
Qualifying at the age of 12, she's possibly the youngest ever to be selected. Today they're getting a lesson from Wiltshire-based British eventing star David Dole.
Super. Natasha did a great job in her lesson today. Just needs to work on her straightness a little bit. She likes to have a little bit of a drift to the right. But otherwise, no, I thought, so she's got a great partnership there with Flo.
He'll be competing at badminton proper, hoping to secure his Team GB place for the Paris Olympics. So what does Natasha hope to get from her biggest competition yet?
I hope to just enjoy myself at badminton. We've already got there, so I don't really have many expectations. Doing well, doing our best, that's what I hope for.
Natasha's mum, Debbie, is her biggest supporter.
We have made some sacrifices and people have been very kind. Last season, our friends lent us lorries all season to go to events because we didn't have transport. We've got lots of old kits, but the horse is sound and her riding is great, and I do most of her training, to be honest, so far. So we're managing it somehow.
And it's teamwork that's made this dream work.
Flo is an unbelievably kind, gentle horse, and they've come together. It's a bit like magic. It is a bit like being in a movie.
We've grown together so much. She's taught me all that I know now, basically, and I love her to the moon and back.
And the sky's the limit if they continue their winning ways.
You miss that feeling over the winter.
And what was it like having a lesson with David then?
He's like my idol. I've known him since I was quite little, so it was really nice to meet him again and to have a lesson on Flo. That was really nice.
Trying to fit sort of competitions around school and get mum to drive her around. So yeah, it takes a lot of organising. So it's a great feat and achievement for her to be qualified for badminton.
And obviously you've got your own badminton to sort of prepare for. So I mean, it's really good of you to take time out of your schedule to help Natasha. Is that important to you, sort of help the next generation of riders?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Natasha, you're 13, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, great. And obviously with eventing there are the sort of different disciplines. So which is your favourite and why?
Cross country has to be my favourite. I would say that's probably quite a common answer to say. It just gives you the best feeling in the world, and especially when I'm on such a reliable horse like Flo, who's just brilliant and has the scope of the world, in my opinion. It's just the best for me.
Yeah, because she's quite a big horse for you to be riding, isn't she? But you always feel safe and confident on her, do you? She looks after you.
Definitely. And
Yeah, and just tell us how special that partnership is.
I mean, I love no one. I love Flo, really. She's my favourite thing ever, and I don't know what I would do without her, really. She's brilliant, and I love her so much. We've grown. I only started riding her just over a year ago. and quick because I know that we've got a lot of footage and it's going to be a very long vlog for riding wise footage. So thank you very, very much for watching this video and hopefully watching the news if you did. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to this account and my Instagram and my TikTok to keep updated with all of the little bits on the run up to badminton and throughout the next season. Anything to add?
Yeah, I love David Dole. He's the best.
Thank you so much to everyone who made today possible. I love meeting all of the pros actually, that was quite cool. And yeah, thank you. Bye. Thank you for watching. See you next time.